Hey, video blog thing for real this time. It's take 3 because, editing didn't happen. But whatever. It's 6:20 in the morning. So yeah, it's the first thing. My sleep schedule's totally broken. I woke up at 3 today. So that's really, it's not great, but, I tried fixing it earlier in the break, and that didn't work out that well. So, yeah, it's still bad, and school starts on Monday, so I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Have a paper due, So at least I think it's due because the professor for the class, super sick, isn't going to be teaching the class anymore. So we get a new professor who is kind of picking up, but doesn't really have much information about what was going on before. So I guess that paper is still due. The curriculum's changing now halfway through the year, and that first professor was super easygoing about due dates and stuff. So I think I should finish a paper, and I did, jot down some stuff about it, in hopes of finishing that sometime, but it's kind of a weird situation. Also, the Rogers Video I used to work at is going out of business, which kind of sucks for people I know, but makes me a little glad I got out of there 6 months ago. Super cool assistant manager from EB Games is back, which is great. Proton John, check that out on YouTube. It's legitimately awesome. That's him. It's cool. Games wise, I don't know. I was playing Ico a while ago. That PS2 game. That game's awesome. It still does stuff that games just haven't really done often since, and that game came out 8 years ago. So that prompted me to make a list of games that I thought were quite striking in a number of ways over the course of the last decade. I'm not actually looking at it right now. I'm just going to turn off this monitor. But yeah, it was, where are they? Majora's Mask, which, if you want to know why, just check the list on giantbomb.com. It's the best website. Braid was on there, Rez, Shadow of the Colossus, Persona 4, Metal Gear Solid 3, and there was one more, because it was 7. Let me just think. Braid. Yeah, apparently one game that shouldn't be on that list, because I can't remember what it was. So clearly had quite an impact on me. I'll never forget it. No, I don't know. I'm sure it was something. I am legitimately kind of tired. But yeah, also was playing Devil May Cry 4, and that game's hard. That game was fine, and then it gets really, really hard. So yeah, gonna probably not play that for a little while. Yeah, replayed Uncharted 2 recently. That game's great, except the last little bit gets kind of lame. Hoping to play Bayonetta sometime, I guess. The reviews are just crazy, and that's really why I'm playing Devil May Cry, is that reading about that, and then it's before I play the new thing that's so much better than this old thing, I should probably play through the old thing, or else I'll never play it. So that's kind of what prompted that decision, and I don't know. That game's alright. Devil May Cry 4. And Bayonetta I look forward to now, because apparently it's just got this goofy, over-the-top sense of humor and just nonsense, Japanese, crazy, so I could do some of that. Yeah, January kicking off with some pretty big releases, Darksiders also getting some fairly positive press. It's like Zelda, but dark. So maybe that's cool. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. School's starting up again. That podcast we did, don't know how to post it, because all the websites that normally would have done that last year went out of business because they were like free podcast hosting sites. So, you know, can't really do stuff for free for very long. So that happened. I was in the middle of editing it. I kind of want Dustin's recording, but whatever. Oh yeah, I picked up Beat Raider, which it was $20, and I've bought dumber music creation software before for more, so, and this one seems more robust than TracksPad, which I can now officially say I regret buying because it's not user-friendly at all, and it's, you know, it was $40. So yeah, I also bought Electroplankton, Korg. I don't regret getting Korg, but I really wish you could record stuff or export files or anything, but you can't. So I don't really know how much use I can do with that. Also Jam Sessions I got for free, which makes some weird guitar loops or something. I don't know. I don't have time for any of that though, but that would be nice someday, I guess. Beyond that, yeah, Avatar. I pretty frequently just kind of waking up, checking the box office reports, and then going, you're all crazy, because it's Pocahontas 2, and nobody seems to realize it. Got into an argument at work with a couple customers, didn't want to do it, like, it was kind of like, hey, that Avatar movie, that was pretty awesome, huh? And then, like, another customer was like, yeah, it's like my favorite movie ever, and I just kind of stood there and was like, didn't say anything, but clearly perturbed, and then they're like, what, you didn't like it? And I was like, dude, it's Pocahontas 2, you're crazy! This movie, like, you've seen it, it's like 3D now, but whatever, it's so dumb. And then they were just like, oh, what, that movie's amazing. And, yeah, Dark Knight, that movie was really good. Also made $1 billion. You know, had no problems with that. I have no problems with big special effects movies, but this one's just not very good. Whatever. That's you know, that's just been coming up a lot lately. I have fears and, you know, trepidations about the Oscars this year. Probably, maybe not going to watch them again, despite there being some good movies this year, because I just think they're going to be overshadowed. But whatever. Hey, if you like Avatar, that's fine. Just, it's Pocahontas 2. Admit it. That's all I want. I just want you to say, yes, it is Pocahontas 2, but I love Pocahontas 2 so much. It's so good. You're allowed to have that opinion then, just as long as you know where it came from. But whatever. So yeah, that's what's going on. I think that's everything this time. Before, you know, the issue was, oh, that's only half of what's going on, and now I gotta make another one, and I'm gonna edit them together, but I didn't have those powers. So yeah, it's gonna go a little long, whatever. Yep. That'll do. Oh yeah, no, Daybreakers, the vampire movie. I have to write a review about that, and I have seen it. Willem Dafoe is a shotgun with the crossbow. So enough said. Nah, whatever. It's okay. It's dumb, but it's a kind of okay kind of dumb, because I think it knows it's kind of dumb, but you know, you can't take it seriously, but it's an okay time. There's vampires going outside and catching fire and getting stabbed through the heart with a stake and exploding. So sure, why not? Yeah, I should write that and probably give it a marginally good score. Yeah, I think that's whatever. That'll do for this week's entry. Update you on some whatever. Like, I've been achievement hunting in some games and whatever, but I won't bore you with those right now. I'll let you know if some stuff comes to pass in that regard. And yeah, so school's about to happen. Games, movies, sleeping is backwards, and that's bad. So yeah, farewell.